Well, I haven't done a lot of video, but this is the video. So it all started 2014. I found the car in about 100 pieces in Prospect, Connecticut. It quickly morphed into something different. Something I never thought it would be. Originally wanted it just to be a street rod, which kind of turned into a street-driven race car. And then it became a crowd favorite. The wheelies were something everyone always talked about. The car itself looked a little beat up, but that was the style. Not a rat rod, but just a cool, old 39 Chevy coupe that liked doing wheelies, especially at Dover reunions. So that winter of 2020, I got involved with a barter on some work on a car and a body shop that was going to do the work on my car. All I wanted was a fresh, clean paint job and make the car a little nicer. Let's just say that didn't happen. Fast forward 5 years, almost 5, and I got the car running again. My good friend Ronnie told me, if you get the car running, we'll get the body work done and forget about what happened in the past. So almost four and a half years later, the car was running. What people didn't see was about 3 years ago, Ronnie started on the bodywork and he started tackling the fenders that were in rough shape, that the other body shop said they could never fix. But yet, he did. And everybody jumped in, even little Ricky. I think he was only 9 years old at the time. But we started doing bodywork. I can't take credit, because I'm not that good. I can sand and do stuff, but I can't do it like Ronnie can. But it's a lot of time. And with that time, life sometimes gets in the way. So 3 years ago, we started this. And this year, it started again. Mike, Ronnie, myself, and Ricky, we all jumped in. And we decided, let's set a deadline. So we did. Everybody helped. And there were some long nights in the front garage. We turned that into our body shop. But it was good. Brought back a lot of memories. We built a lot of cars in just a garage. We did a lot of garage jobs. A lot of paint jobs in the garage. But this time was different. This time, we decided we'll get the car ready, and then we're going to use a spray booth and do it the right way. So we used the front garage, got the car prepped with a lot of body work and a lot of time. Nights, weekends, because hockey season's starting. And once that starts, we're in trouble, because weekends kind of go away. So we got everything ready, brought it up to the booth. And this isn't a normal booth. It's 46 feet long. So we have a chance to lay out every single panel and piece. But then we had to tape it all off. Ricky was there. He got into the small spots that were deep inside the car that nobody else could reach, but it worked out good. I wanted him to experience that. But it's a process. People complain about how much a car costs to paint and how much paint is. Well, it's a lot of time also. But I'm glad we did it. And I'm proud of what we did. The prep on the car is everything. But as you can see, we had everything set up. And then it was time. But we'll always have fun with it. And this was right before we started putting the sealer on. Ricky was filming, and I was messing around. But then it got serious. So I'm not gonna lie, emotionally, this is where it got real. When he started spraying color, I started to see what I had envisioned and what he envisioned of what the car would look like. And no, we weren't gonna do black. Everyone told me if the body's gonna be straight and the body's gonna be clean, paint it black. I didn't want black. I want to be different. I don't want to be like all the other cars. I wanted it to have that traditional 39, 40-ish color. And man, did we hit that one nail on the head. I can't even imagine or explain how I felt. But when the color hit that fender, it just became real. It's the easiest way to put it. So Ronnie would be the first one to tell you that he's rusty. Hasn't sprayed a lot of cars. It's been a while. But I'm not even gonna lie. His body work is on point. He's fast. And he did a heck of a job spraying this car. The finish looks like a mirror. And we used single stage urethane. When that color went on that roof, it flowed like a mirror. It was crazy. I don't even know how, honestly, to explain. But after he did that, I could see the car. And I could see the finished product just as he was doing the roof. And it all came together. It's crazy what a paint could do for a car. It's not even the same car anymore. And it's not going to be the same car. It never will be. When people see this car now, they're not going to see a hot rod. They're going to see art. Because I'm telling you, it is not going to look like the everyday street-driven race car. And I'm going to street drive this way more than before. I promise you that. It's like an artist with a brush. And honestly, I was just along for the ride. I was there to help with the hose, make sure it didn't grab another stand or bump into something, just so he could have the ability to spray without thinking. And once he got into the rhythm, it was awesome. I'm glad I was a part of it. I'm not gonna lie, Ricky captured some really great video while we were stuck in that booth for a few hours at a time. He was able to sneak around to one side door and the other door through the windows and take all the video, and I'm glad he did. He did a great job. And if you're thinking to yourself, this looks pretty easy, well, it's not. It's a lot of time managing inside the booth, all the panels, 2 doors, 4 fenders, a trunk and a hood, and then you have the body of the car. It is not a simple process. We had to strategically set up all the panels so that he can make it around without bumping into them, and also getting the color on each panel without getting any dry spots during the spray. And then on top of that, I had to make sure that he had enough paint. So I was consistently running out and refilling the sprayable cup system that we use. So we would have 3 ready to go cups that we could swap out while he was spraying each coat. It was wild. A well-oiled machine from years of doing garage paint jobs. My first experience with garage-style paint jobs was with Ronnie's dad years ago. I was probably 16. The rebirth of this car is dedicated to him. He passed away a little over a year ago. We're in the front garage. And the reason we're in the front garage the 39 is painted. Oh yeah. So these are the wheels. They were the dark bronze, and they're going to look amazing against this custom color that we made. So this color is based off of a pastel solid that you would have seen in the 30s or possibly the 40s. It shines way better because it is a urethane. So we went with a really good paint, and it looks amazing. The fenders are all in the trailer still, so they stay safe. We're going to start reassembling. That'll be the next video. But right now, this car just came back from the booth because we sprayed it in an actual paint booth. This color is a gray based, but it has greenish blue tint. So if you're looking at it under certain light, it actually looks green. But then you look at it right now up against a darker color, it looks gray. Crazy. If you put this up against an actual gray color, it looks green. The bodywork came out amazing. I have to thank my good friend Ronnie and my good friend Mike because they went to town on the car. I was only there to help. I am not that good. And Ronnie sprayed it, and we basically rented the booth up at Barnick's Truck and Equipment Custom Service up in North Haven. Mike Barnick, awesome guy. He lets us rent the booth, all the supplies. He provides everything. The car, we brought it up Friday afternoon, unloaded everything. We paid brand new. I have to give all the credit to this car to Ronnie. So if you look at that front fender, it was in rough shape. The car was cool, but this is a different level. I had other people involved years ago when we first started this. I will never give them any credit for anything they ever did on the car body. Very few I would actually say, yeah, that's someone I'll recommend. And I hate to say it like that. So Ronnie helped me out huge. I can't even thank him enough. We're going to be putting his Nova back together finally. So that's actually a big deal. So, but yeah, this is just, the car's amazing. I mean, even the small parts. I mean, look at these are the taillight buckets. I mean, they just look amazing. These are cool. So, all original. That's how they go. So the only thing I didn't do, original shutoff is right here, and it used to come through right here. I did not want to drill another hole. The car it looks too good. So I'm going to mount something down low. I'm going to change where this is mounted inside. It's going to get mounted underneath the car, and it'll be a pull on off underneath. There's no way I want to drill another hole in the car. It just looks way too good. So you saw some video that Squints took when we were in the booth painting. Some short little clips that I threw together while we were in the booth. That was me and Ronnie. I was there to help with the hose, making sure that hose doesn't get caught on any panels, any stands. And as you can see, it was a busy booth. The booth is like 40 something feet long, and I think it's 17 feet wide. And that's the only way we could have done it, with all the panels on stands set up. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Wait till the car is back together complete. That'll be the next video. So stay tuned.